Welcome back to Cards and Comics. Today I'm going to be talking very specifically about a grading company, and I normally don't talk about which grading companies are better than the other. I use them all, but I'm kind of fed up. Now, before we talk about, whether I'm an SGC, PSA, shill, or whatever people are going to assume after they watch this video, I've done 330 videos, plus or minus a few. And of those 330 videos, I've done 10 videos specifically about SGC, specifically about grading through SGC. 10 videos. And only a few of them where I talk about negative things. But SGC needs to get their head out of their ass and fix their damn holder. It's just getting out of hand. I understand that there's quality control issues in everything we do. But you can't be damaging people's $100, $1,000, $10,000 cards because your holder sucks. And so I'm going to show you specifically the card I got back that makes me want to do this rant. But before that, I want to show a video I did back in, let's say, I think it was a year ago. And in that video, I talk about a specific card, a 62 Hank Aaron, that originally was an SGC 7.5 and came back a PSA 4. And here's what I said about it back then. Was damaged, and this is where if you're seeing me comment a lot on SGC cards where I say the holder damages the card, this 62 Aaron was damaged by the insert of SGC. And when I pulled it out of the holder for SGC, I did notice that the right edge was rough. I didn't really look at it until it came back in the PSA holder. Then I really realized that edge had crimped. That rough edge of that SGC insert had crimped the card and had driven some of the cardboard to kind of roll. And so there you go. The holder damaged a card. A 62 Hank Aaron, for those who don't know, in a 7 or 8 is a very expensive card. So I lost 3.5 points of grading. And then down below that, there was a 59 Aaron that came back miscut and basically won't grade. And it's miscut. When you really measure it, it's not close. So I'm not here to discuss the miscut card they graded. I'm here to discuss the holder. But it's been decades. You can go through YouTube and find other people's videos talking about how SGC's holder damages the card. And again, my point of view is they can fix this. This is not an issue that's unsolvable. This is not an issue where it takes, $10 million of investment money to fix. This is literally them looking at their inserts and making sure they don't have hanging chads, rough edges. They're cut properly, not too little, not too big. They have to have some way to dimensionally review and assess these inserts. They're not doing it, and it's causing cards to get damaged. People are giving them good cards that they're ruining the cards by these inserts. Now, I had another video where I talked about my CSG and SGC crossover right here. And, sorry, it's up here a little bit. Right here. And I had a CSG card that also had a card damage that I think came from the holder. So I'm going to switch to my other camera and we're going to review the cards, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about and why this problem has to go away. Or SGC, I'm just going to have to quit using you at all for vintage cards because I can't trust your holder doesn't damage my cards. All right, now we're on the other camera. And again, the reason why I caught this is because I was reviewing this card as part of my mail day. So the card in question is a 1969 Lou Brock. And it looks beautiful. It's a rare card. These cards are worth a lot of money and PSA 8s or above. So this card, even though it's a little off center, to me was worth the shot. But when I turned the card over, I saw this. Do you see all that plastic that should not be on that edge that's jutting out into the cardboard area of the card? This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is unacceptable. You can't pit these cards and holders like this with jagged plastic jutting out into the cardboard area, then squishing the card in the holder and sonically welding it and not expect damage to occur. And when I talked about previously, I had a 62 Hank Aaron that had a similar situation. In that case, the cardboard rolled underneath that plastic and was basically creased and made the card go from a 7.5 to a 4. Now, do I know this card is permanently damaged? No. But is this something that I'm now going to have to take a flyer on? I'm past the return date because how eBay works now. It just sucks. This is not a great thing for anyone to have to deal with when you're dealing with professionally graded cards. You're not expecting that the holder itself damages a card. It's just unacceptable. I just hate it. Now, this is coming off the back of having this card, which was a SGC 7.5, come back as a PSA 6, and likewise this card here. So again, 2 cards that were graded by SGC came back 1.5 grades below. And I've looked at these cards. I need to look at them even closer because I don't know, maybe there's an edge problem. I just can't see through the holder. And the other card I mentioned, was this card here, which has that great upper right corner. That is hard for me to get on camera, but you can see that crease right there. And again, to me, that came from CSG and how they put the card in the holder. So damaging cards to the holder is not exclusive to SGC or CSG or anyone else. But it needs to stop with SGC because they have a specific issue with the insert. The insert itself is causing the problem, not the sonic welding, not even how well this thing is, cut in terms of size. It's the literal rough edges of plastic jutting into the cardboard. And I've got multiple cards that I've graded previously that got hammered for multiple grade loss due to the same issue. And to top it off, I'll bring up the other massive SGC holder issue is these stupid things right here. So if you get a T3 or a bigger card graded by SGC, they come in these dumbass holders here. I mean, they just look stupid to begin with. But the thing with these is, hey, they're very flimsy. They're very easy to bend. And what happens when these holders bend a certain way? The cards slip right out from the little well because there's nothing, there's nothing to prevent the card from moving anywhere. And that's actually in the design of the holder. So I've had multiple T3s and oversized cards slip underneath the plastic on shipping, and then I'm trying to get it back into the right spot, and of course that's going to damage cards. That's just dumb. So again, they have this stupid design that they gotta fix. So it's all about this stupid insert. Again, this holder is so flimsy, you can just kind of bend it around. If you bend it in the wrong spot, these cards can just slip right underneath that holder and that insert, and now you've got a damaged card. So please, SGC, fix your inserts, fix your holders. They're not working. I'm tired of buying cards and having them damaged because you have poor quality control or crappy design. So that's my rant for the day. Hopefully you start looking at your cards in SGC holders and making sure that you don't see those kind of hanging chads, those jagged pieces of plastic getting into your cards because they'll get damaged. And if you ever get them regraded by anyone else, they'll be 1 or 2 points lower, and nobody wants the cards damaged. The reason why we pay so much for cards in these holders is to make sure that they're the grade that they are, not the fact that they've been damaged by the holder itself. So there it is. Again, my rant. Hopefully you guys comment below. Tell me if you had similar experiences. because again, I'm just frustrated. This is just, it's happened too many times to me, and it's starting to suck. So there it is, guys. See you next time. Bye.